Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about Snapchat as like an online socialization network and the disadvantages and advantages of it. I'm going to start with the disadvantages because I want to end on a better note because I love Snapchat personally, but a disadvantage about Snapchat is that the connection you have to other people no matter where you are in the world. Yes, this is an advantage, but when you're living in the same town and choosing to watch Netflix instead of going out and walking a mile to where your friend is and deciding to Snapchat them instead of socializing with them and getting those one-on-one interactions or group interactions, it can be really damaging to human relationships and socialization. And this kind of ties in with what I read in the Westerman book, which talks about how online relationships are bad because people are spending less time together and not going out and engaging with one another in social activities. Um, I know plenty of my friends who would rather sit and watch Netflix total long seasons and spend their whole day, Saturdays, doing nothing when I'm like, let's go ice skating or something fun. And that example like really stood out to me when I read it. Another disadvantage to Snapchat is that it actually can't reach all parts of the world. Like, yes, a lot of places in the world use it, but just like in the Smith and Cohen book, it talks about how many countries like Africa don't have smartphones because cell reception is so hard to get or it's super expensive. Um, Plus, they don't necessarily have a lot of smartphones in these developing countries. So that's another disadvantage to Snapchat, especially because they have stories where you can follow certain stories of the day from around the world, like Venice, Italy, some places here in the United States, like they had a Milwaukee one at one point, and their users are only getting glimpses of basically first world countries. So I feel like that's a pretty big disadvantage because it doesn't get to everyone, and it's not as it is a huge form of communication, but not everyone can access it. And then the advantages of Snapchat are pretty awesome because it's a fun thing. It's a fun app to use. I love that I can share the places I'm visiting with my friends or a fun moment in time with the people that I care about. Um, Snapchat can also connect people in ways that they might have not been able to before. For example, one of my best friends lives in England, and I can send her a video asking her how she's doing, like what she's like up to, and we don't have to deal with sketchy like Skype reception or pricey phone calls. So that's a huge advantage to it. On a broader scale, it's also way more fun to connect with like your favorite celebrities or companies. They usually have a Snapchat nowadays, and it brings like a bigger connection to like celebrities and their fans. Like, for example, I have friends who follow like Kylie Jenner on Snapchat who are like obsessed with the Kardashians, and they can kind of see a different side of her than what the magazines and all that stuff portray. So there's that connection, and like in the Mick Zanola article, don't know how to pronounce their names, but it talks about people using online channels to show their true selves, and I feel like Snapchat takes away from what a publicist says, like a celebrity should act like or what they should say, and they act a certain way on the red carpet, but when they're behind closed doors and in their house, you can kind of see who they really are and connect with them on a broader level, and they can also expand their fan base. So those are the disadvantages and advantages that I found about Snapchat.